the brutality of the change. And I forgot again to change the date. Hello everyone, welcome for this beautiful episode of ESO News, and today we are the 6th December 2017, and welcome. We have quite some news to tell you, but not so much actually.
That's not true, yeah, we have very little. But that's okay.
Yes, indeed. So as you can see the plan here on the side, we have 4 different news to tell you about, and Nicky will start immediately.
So the first thing, guys, that we're going to talk about is obviously the Mystery Box event. And the Mystery Box event finished today. It started on Thursday, the 30th of November, so it was running for a week approximately. Basically, any players that completed a dungeon via the group finder would receive a reward, a mystery box, and you could get this once per day per character. So you had some people like Inklings who have 20 plus characters doing many dungeon runs. But some of the rewards included things like transmute crystals. You could get recipes. You could get undaunted keys to potions, to furniture, to treasure items that you could sell for money, costumes as well, I believe. Elloa was lucky enough to get a costume. I unfortunately was not, but you could also obtain pets and mounts if you were super lucky. And there was a jackpot or grand prize, 20 homes and 20 mounts. However, there were some problems encountered, specifically with the group finder. We experienced this quite a lot on Monday. And as a result, they had to put the servers under maintenance Friday to try and resolve the issue. But even so, afterwards, it was quite buggy and very unusable and unstable at times.
Yeah, and you could use a little trick that viewers actually share with us, which was simply the party leader changing zone, and that was working.
Yeah, that sometimes helped, or did for us at least.
So what amazed me is to see the reaction of the community. Come on, so it's a cool little event to celebrate. You do dungeon, which is an activity that most people are doing. You can do normal, you can do veteran, with your friend or alone, whatever, and you receive a box at the end, which is cool. It's a surprise, you know, it's a little gift. And some people complain on the forum rather vehemently because the RNG was so bad and they receive undaunted key and treasure map and lockpick and whatever. It's an insult. Come on, it's free stuff. It's free stuff. You have the occasion to find maybe something good, and maybe you don't, but you still have potion and transmute crystal and treasure map and whatever. It's still free stuff. And so I'm baffled by this kind of attitude where people feel so entitled to receive stuff that they cannot even appreciate what there's given to us. So
Yeah, entitlement in gaming these days is becoming more and more common, and people expect everything to be handed to them. And yeah, I think it was fine, you know, if you're going to be running dungeons anyway and you get some extra loot, then that's great, you know. I didn't really get anything worthwhile, nothing I would miss anyway, but it was still fun just to do some dungeons and open the boxes at the end. So
yes, exactly.
It's a nice little event, and for once it was something that didn't require crown purchases, so it's good.
Exactly. And this is something I believe that ZeniMax is trying to experiment, to test the water, to see how they can include this kind of reward in the game, because we do not know how long they will be able to continue with the Crown Crate, considering that there is this big drama with EA and the loot box in general. The gaming industry is probably going to be forced to give up on those kind of practice, which I will not complain about. So from a legal point of view, I may have to stop that. So I think that's why ZeniMax has pushed their season faster. I'm not really sure about it, but I have the feeling that it's one of the reasons. And try to see, because a lot of players have asked, but I would like to earn my crown crates in game, even if I have to grind ages for it. So it could be a nice way of doing that. You may have some events like this. It's also push everyone to log in during the weekend. I know that Nicky and me, we didn't play every day because we had other plans, but we came we played 2 days, and if there was not this event, maybe we have not played that. So
didn't you get currency out of it? I personally didn't get any gold. You did, I think, though, Elloa, didn't you?
Gold?
Yeah, did you have any gold in any of the boxes?
No, I had one object that you could sell for 1,000 gold. I received one fabricant tree recipe and a hunter costume. So
okay, that's fine.
Beside the less remarkable stuff.
Yeah, so I don't think they gave like a flat amount of gold or anything. As Elloa mentioned, the best thing I actually got was a gold treasure item, which was worth 10,000 gold to sell. So yeah, it was okay. It was fun.
Thank you so much for everyone commenting about the partnership. So thank you so much. So on to the next news. The Datamined content. So there's a very interesting article or forum post on the official forum with the translation of a Russian website where they have Datamined. 2 very interesting news. The first one being Transmog system. We call it Transmog. It could be a glamour. It depends on which previous MMORPG we're playing. So World of Warcraft call it transmogrification. Final Fantasy XIV use the term glamour. It's the fact that you can change the style of your armor with a system or another. So each game has their own system, and apparently in the information that has been datamined, how it will happen in Elder Scrolls Online, you will be able to save a template with different style, and you can have several templates, and you will have to use apparently some style stone that may be a name, just waiting to find a good one, but that will be apparently the system.
Yeah, I mean, going on the back of what you mentioned about them maybe in the future having to phase out crown crates, it kind of makes sense that they introduce very similar to the transmutation crystals, but these style stones that allow you to transmog your equipment. Being a purely cosmetic item, I can definitely see those being available for real money in the Crown Store. Which I'm not complaining about. I'm just seeing, that they may be looking for alternative avenues of income given any, potential crown.
I think such a feeder that's so demanded by the players, you will be able to find your crystal in game as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, for sure. But I'll also think you'll be able to buy them for money too.
Yeah,
which is fine. I've got no problem with that. But it's worth mentioning. So, in addition to the Transmog system, which has been datamined, they've also datamined, and I don't think there's much information about this at the moment, but something called a skill advisor. Now, people are kind of speculating on what that might be right now. Nobody really knows. One of the thoughts going around is that it could be an NPC, or maybe even like an ability or a passive or something. We just really don't know, that helps you pick specific skills according to the build you're kind of following, or the role that you're kind of playing. So it might tell you what passives or what abilities would go best with your current build. That's what the current train of thought is, but it's all very much guesswork at this point.
It's very interesting because we have heard about this never. It has never been mentioned in ESO Live or anything, so it's a surprise. It's kind of interesting. It's probably to help new players to really get into the game and be less lost facing the freedom that you have in Elder Scrolls Online. A lot of ex-MMORPG player are a little bit, what do I choose?
I mean, the other side of it as well is, having people like Allcast and Delta and stuff who do these meta builds, the flavor of the month kind of build is all great for people who are into that kind of thing. But when you've got something, it depends how it's incorporated. But when you've got something in the base game that does something similar, maybe at a much lower level, of course. I doubt it's crunching numbers like those guys. But what I'm worried about is that you're going to get builds that, basically if you join a pug or something and you're not using a build that the skill advisor recommends, are you going to get looked down on because of that?
I guess it depends on what they're doing. I suppose that they will just tell you, if you want to be a tank, you better to take a shield and a sword rather than a bow. That kind of things.
it all really depends how in depth it is. Like if it's full on, you tell it, okay, I want to be a tank. I'm this race, and I'm using this gear, and it says, okay, pick this, and it tells you your full build and your abilities. Then
I don't think it will be that.
Hopefully not, but it might cause some issues in the future. I think if they do that, it'll make the type of gameplay that we do, which is whatever the hell we want, even rarer.
Yeah, indeed. It's also interesting to repeat the fact that Eric Robel have already announced how they wanted to change the classes in general and the philosophy towards they go. Whatever the change they were going to make, where each class will have a very defined tree for each role. So you will have a tanking tree, healing tree, and a DPS tree for every class. So there will not be complaint about the Nightblade healer that should not heal. That will be part of it.
I'm sorry if I missed this, but was there any ETA on that, on when that's likely to be released?
No, they are working on it. They are making changes towards that, so it's probably take some time.
Okay, well, I think it's safe to say, generally the way that these DLC patches go, guys, is beginning of the year, kind of February, March time, you have kind of like a base game improvement. This year, we had Homestead, which is something available to all people. And based on what we found out today with the data mining, it would suggest to me that next year we're going to have Transmog and whatever the skill advisor is as kind of like a base patch game DLC, if you like. And then probably in summer we'll maybe see Berkmeyer.
So what officially is happening? Season 1, you have a content DLC, so like Thief Skill and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Quarter 2, you have a chapter. Quarter 3, a dungeon DLC. Quarter 4, a content DLC.
Okay, but
in addition of the update, of course.
Yeah, so the content DLC is released usually around February time?
Yeah, it's quarter 1, so it can be between January and March, depending on the mood, I guess.
Yeah, so that's my thought, which makes me a little bit sad because I was still hoping for gardening. Or jewelry crafting.
Maybe with a chapter.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, time to speak about the Grunt store, and I will show you a slideshow of different images. So, but they are not in the right order, so you have to make up what it is. So there's some new merchandise that you can purchase during the Live Festival. The Live Festival should start around the 14th December. Today has not any news related to that. See, it's the end of year festival. It's the festivity of the winter, and you have different kinds of merchandise that you can purchase. Some of them were already there the last year, but some are new, and this includes some really cool stuff like a horse, a very nice horse. But you see it just now, festive horse, and certain items are sold in limited time, but the time change all the time, so it's difficult to tell you between that and that, because it's like every week there's something different to purchase.
Okay, so for those of you that are into crank rates, I know crank rates is something you either love or hate, and that's fine, but for those of you that are into them, they are bringing back, or they have brought back, some of the previous Crown Crate seasons for a limited time. So if you really, really wanted one of the Storm Atronach mounts or one of the Wild Hunt mounts, you have a limited time on to get those now, guys. So the Storm Atronach mounts, or crates, I should say, are available now until tomorrow. They started on the 4th of December, so they've been in the Crown store for a few days now. It finishes tomorrow. So if you're after any Storm Atronach Crown Crate rewards, you need to look at those right now. Next week, from the 11th, Monday, until the Thursday, the 14th, there will be Wild Hunt crates available. So if it was the Wild Hunt ones are much cooler than the Storm Atronach, in my opinion. If you're interested in any of those, then you can try your luck again on some more Crown Crates. In addition to that, guys, Pariah's Pinnacle. So that's the second manor or large estate house that was released with Clockwork City. It's going to be available for sale from tomorrow. And we don't know the price, obviously, because it's not out yet. But it will be on sale from tomorrow until the 2nd of January. So you have a good 3 weeks to buy it if you want, which is cool, because sometimes they release these homes where you can only buy them over the weekend. So at least now you've got 3 weeks if you're interested in it. In addition to that, there's also a furnishing pack coming out, which is Malakath's Chosen. It did pop up on the screen there a little bit. I'm not too keen on the furniture packs myself, but hey, you never know. Maybe you are.
Yes, usually we are doing reviews of those houses, but we have been a little bit slacking regarding videos lately, so we have not done it yet. Sorry. Mm-hmm. But it may come very soon, like this weekend or something. Hopefully.
Yeah. No, I was just going to mention to Coco, it's really cool. I agree with you. It's much nicer than when they do these limited homes for a longer period of time, because they're expensive. Most of these are around $100. And, some people might really want it, but they might not have the $100 that weekend.
Yeah.
So leaving them available for 2, 3, 4 weeks is a nice thing, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. So now some news of the community. So we have spoken about those persons that were very unhappy about the mystery boxes reward. In those mystery boxes rewards, they could have been maybe a dark shaman costume, which is a very popular costume that has been sold in limited edition at some point earlier. And so there's someone that made a very nice forum post explaining how to make your very own dark shaman costume using different pieces of gear that you have, so you can have it even if you didn't earn it. And I find that's such a positive initiative, to try to soothe down and calm down the people that were really frustrated because they didn't have their dark shaman costume. So this person is called Alyavana, and you can see her tips and her screenshot and the style she used for different versions of the dark shaman, so you can have a little idea of how you could make yourself this costume if you do not have it.
And for our second piece of community news, this one's a little bit biased.
It's still important.
So if you follow Deltia or Elloa, you probably know this already, but a long time ago, Elloa, Deltia, and Sigtrick had a YouTube series called Time Out from Tamriel, which is just like a chat show about general ESO stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So it's starting back, guys. This Sunday, Elloa and Deltia will be starting back Time Out from Tamriel, but there's a difference this time. Instead of a pre-recorded YouTube show, it's going to be live streamed simultaneously on Deltia's channel and this Twitch channel.
Yes.
And you can watch that little intro video if you're interested. But as it's the first episode, it'd be super cool if you guys can turn up and support Elloa and Deltia.
That will be sweet. Thank you. And voilà, a long time ago, like back when they were young. Yes, well, it was in 2015, so it's out to date. The last episode was at release of Imperial City. So, yeah.
But that's it, guys. That's it for the news. So,
yeah.
I guess what we'll do now is we we have a mud crab to give away, guys. Does anybody still want a mud crab?
Yes, it's the
Okay,
Q&A.
So we're going to do a bit of a Q&A, and whilst that's running, we'll put a giveaway up for a mud crab. Now, this is the Rufus mud crab. It's a special mud crab because, one, it's coming from us, which it doesn't get much more special than that. and two, it is actually a limited edition crab. Anybody can enter for it, whether you're on PC, EU, NA, PlayStation 4. However, we do not have any Xbox One codes left, so I'm sorry, we'll run out. We'll have to ask for more. But anything else we can supply you with.
Yes, so sorry for the Xbox One players today. So, to enter in this giveaway, I need to prepare it. I'm sorry, guys. Where's my Streamlabs stuff?
I have a lot of crabs, Romag, and I'm more than happy to share them.
Okay, I had to close my Streamlab. I'm sorry, guys, it will take a little time. So do not hesitate to ask your question. First, I need to find my super pictures of mud crab.
Yeah, so
on the internet.
Do you have anything you'd like to ask us about ESO, about Twitch? Mainly those subjects, but I mean, we'll consider anything, I guess.
Oh yeah, but Nicky's cooking skill? Not mine. That sounds interesting. Okay. Oh, my image things URL is not working. Oh no, my god. Okay, I'm clearing. Clear giveaway.
If you do win the mud crab giveaway, you have to tell us what you name it. It's important.
Yeah.
And I will judge you based on what you put.
No, it's not true. We're not judging. Okay, the giveaway is created. So how to participate to a giveaway with the new extension of Streamlab? You just click on the logo Elloa Nicky, you know, at the bottom you will find a little icon, and that's the giveaway icon. You just click on that. It's if you're not part of Streamlab, or if you do not use Streamlab, you will have to log in it. So it's very easy. You can log with your Twitch account, and then you're in, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so if you want a mud crab, you can enter that now. So Coco Michelle is saying, I was kind of interested in Final Fantasy XIV. If I like ESO, will I enjoy that one as well?
No, that's not guaranteed, because those are so different game. I really enjoy Final Fantasy, even Nicky enjoyed, but it's a very, very different game. The combat is different. The way the story is shared is very different. In ESO, it's very organic. You're in the middle of the world, you're exploring, you find some quests, you have those voice acting and stuff like that, and if there's a little scene like a fight between two NPC, you will see in front of you, you can run around or ignore it. In Final Fantasy, the story is very story driven as well, but it's more structured. You will have long text to read, and you will have cutscene. You can watch them in Japanese. I suggest you to do that. So it's more like being part of a movie than being part of a action. The combat is more traditional, so tap target, very slow. You have few skills. You need to follow your class. You cannot imagine a build, for instance. You really have to play it that way and not another way. And the game is starting very slowly, so at the beginning it can be discouraging. A lot of players, including myself, were very discouraged for Final Fantasy. I tried it several times before to really discover the gem that this game is. What the game will offer you that's really nice and that Elder Scrolls Online do not offer you, it's more challenging content, more structured content, so you know what you have to do with your role, which can give fight, not at the beginning, because the leveling process is quite slow, and the leveling curve, the difficulty curve is very slow as well. But at some point you will face very difficult encounter, and that will be very exciting. There's also a certain aspect of the game that's very sweet, cute, and kind, very kind, and that I really like, and you don't really find in ESO. ESO is more serious. We have a video about that. Maybe you can find it.
And as Colenso mentioned, you can try the game for free up until level 30 or 35. So, give it a shot. You may like it. It's worth trying. It was a hard one for me to get into, if I'm honest, because coming from ESO and stuff that is much more fast-paced and action combat orientated, and it took me a long time before I could really find something that I liked in it. But I did eventually, and now I enjoy it. So give it a shot. It's worth it. Level 35, yeah. I see that Ramag's having fun with the Moobot commands.
Maybe we have given him too much power.
Too much power.
I don't know. I will find his video so you can watch that, I guess. Where this...
So, Ramag, I noticed you'd added the follower command. Are you probably the longest standing follower on this channel? Because you've been following a lot longer than I have.
Yeah. It was... Hamak was following me when I was playing Guild Wars 2, so really when I started to stream.
I'm pretty good. I've been following for 186 weeks. That's not bad.
No, you started when I played ESO. So here's the video, Coco, if you want. There's not such thing as Hamak having too much power. Hamak, the Emperor Strosmakai. Yeah, maybe Taff is older than you, Hamak. Oh yeah, probably.
How come it didn't work for Taff?
Or maybe it doesn't work because you change it. You have maybe changed it to your Twitch account.
No. So this is the Rufus Mudcrab SDTRC. It was available as only in two ways. You either got it for going to a convention, or you got it as a free code when you bought the Mudcrab plushie.
Colin, so it depends which link it is. If it's towards Peggy 18 website, maybe not.
Oh, there's a cooldown on it, that's why. Okay. Any more questions, guys? If not, I guess we can start.
Go ahead, Colin. So, yes, this is nice to know that Final Fantasy XIV has a trial until level 35. So, and as you can level every classes, including all the crafting classes, because crafting is class in that game, on the same character until level 35. So you have quite some time. So you can play 2 years with that trial. So here, if I'm looking for endgame reds, which server is more suitable for you? The server, yeah, I think it's only one server in ESO, you play on the mega server of your region if you want. If you're North American, go on the North American one. If you're...
I'm assuming that he's talking about Final Fantasy.
Oh, then that I cannot answer you. I guess any of those are good.
Yeah, I think, we never really think of it in that way. So yeah, we tend to think of it more where our friends are and where the people we want to play with are. As long as you've got friends on the server, then we can, we do the content with our friends, right? It's more fun.
Yeah. 62. Yes, it's probably because you have changed your Twitch account because you followed me before, Mac. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So, how many entry we have?
We have 3. So only 3 people want my crabs.
Only 3 person. Oh no.
But my crabs are nice.
Yes, so in ESO there's only one mega server. So you have 2 mega server by platform. So for PC and Mac you have 1 North American mega server and 1 European. For PlayStation the same, and for Xbox the same. So each platform are separated. You cannot play with your PlayStation friend if you're on PC, for instance. But if you're playing on North American or on European with the same account, you can change server and play where you want. But it's very important to note that it's separated. So you will have new character on the North American server, and also everything that you have unlocked with your account, may it be Crown store items or achievement, everything will be separated between those two server.
Okay, so Sam, you said I'll take a crab. So we have a giveaway running, Sam. If you're on PC or a Mac, you can just hover over the video stream, and you'll get a little button.
It's working only if you're on the desktop. It doesn't work if you're on a mobile. Unfortunately, those extensions do not work yet with mobile.
I think it's still currently, the extensions are still currently in beta, so they only work on computers, unfortunately. But soon, hopefully, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so there's 4 people that want my crabs, I guess.
Okay. Well, let's do this. And I'm really sorry for those that are on mobile. Do you want us to leave you some times to get on a computer, or it's not working?
Blame Nicky, it's not my fault.
We need to have emotes blame Nicky.
Actually, guys, on that note, so as we got partnered today, we have lots more emote space. How many more can we do? Like another 5 or 6 or something?
Yeah, because we have submitted 4, and so we have 9, so we have 5 more.
5. So yeah, if you're on our Discord, then let us, maybe give us some suggestions. If you're not on our Discord, then get on there, please.
Yes.
Oh, we have 5 entries.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to end this giveaway. Good luck, guys. Ooh.
Free smoked Dr. Fire. I can see a few names in there.
Let's see, the wheel is going to work. It's always funny to see the wheel. Oh, recursion, sorry. We just close it. We just close it. STGLC, congratulations! You got this mud crab.
Okay, SDTLC, if you let me know what platform you're on, and I'll get you that code, right?
He's busy, he's playing with us.
Okay, so just to let you know, Wreckers, to enter, first of all, the extension that we're using, you need to be on a computer with an actual browser. It doesn't work at the moment on phones or tablets, but if you're on just a regular computer, then you just move your mouse over the stream, and you'll see a little icon of Elloa's chibi character in the bottom right-hand corner. And you click on that, and you can enter the giveaway from there. You're on PCEU. Okay, perfect. Okay, then I will message you your code. Right?
Oh wow! You see, Eden has been following for 222.
That's Tuff's old one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hamag's own. I knew it.
Okay, I've sent you your code, SDTLC. You need to let me know, or the stream know, what you decide to call your mud crab. It's important.
Yeah, hackers. It's too late. We just finished when you arrived. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when you asked, we were already spinning the giveaway. That's why it's not there. But we'll be doing more. We even have, actually, not to give away today, but maybe around Christmas time, we have 1 or 2 special things, right?
Yes, indeed. So, I know, Hamag is still older. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, we play with viewers, Sam, all the time. We may be playing with viewers tonight. So tonight we're going to be doing some trial runs. They're just going to be normal because we take people of all ability and levels. And if most people sign up on our Discord, so we reserve spots for them. But if there's room, which there probably will be, then we invite anybody to join us.
Yep. Indeed. And we will be finishing this ESO News Live. So as we are going to push this episode on YouTube, I'm thanking all the person on YouTube that watched this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do not hesitate to join us on live the next time. It will be in 2 weeks. We are live every 2 weeks for the Elder Scrolls Online live. You can also join us for a trial event, which happen every Wednesday at 22 Central Europe time. Thank you so much, and take care of yourself.
Goodbye.
Here we go.
Yeah, so that always